I am going to discuss about hypothesis testing. Using this data, I'll be testing if the population mean differs significantly from 23 based on this sample data. Since we're testing if the mean is different from 23, the null hypothesis will be mean equals 23. The alternative hypothesis mean is not equal to 23. We will be conducting a z-test because the population standard deviation is assumed to be 5. Next, I am going to use Excel to generate statistic for the test. I will be using the built-in data analysis command for testing the hypothesis. Since data analysis only contains 2 samples, I'll create a dummy second variable and input at least 1 0. Next, click the Data tab, right-click Data Analysis, scroll down and select Z-test. To sample for means, click OK. Select the data of variable 1 which is age, and for variable 2, select the dummy data. For hypothesized means, different in the parameter 23 since the population standard deviation is 5. Then the variance for variable 1 will be 5 squared which is 25. Since we don't have second variable, 0 is the appropriate value. But Excel will not allow 0, so we input a value that is closest to 0, so its effect is insignificant. Check the labels. For alpha input 0.1, click OK, and this is the output. We don't need dummy column here, so click delete, change the title to one sample and remove the word difference. Here is the clean output. Let's set up a rejection region. The significant level, alpha is 0.10. Alpha is divided by 2. Since it's a two-tailed test, gives 0.5 in each test. We will use the two-tailed critical value here. We will reject the null hypothesis if the z-statistic is less than negative 1.65 or if it is greater than 1.645. For the test statistic, we have z equals 1.42. The p-value will be 0.156. For conclusion, we make a decision on whether or not to reject the null hypothesis. We can use the rejection region or p-value to make decision. The test statistic is negative 1.42 does not fall into rejection region, so we fail to reject the null hypothesis using the p-value 0.56 is greater than significance level of 0.10, and that also tells us not to reject the null hypothesis. We conclude that there is not enough evidence to conclude that the population means differs significantly from 23.